one of my commie chefs used to get in and open the kitchen up first of all. He likes thrash metal. I don't know whether you've ever heard any thrash metal before, but at 8 o'clock in the morning when you come in and all you can hear is it's a bit heavy. This, much more relaxed and chilled. And when you're cooking, if you stay relaxed, it'll be fine. If you kind of go, it will go wrong. I hope not. So,
they're right then.
Well, they'll do. They'll do. Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay. One more skewer, please. Okay, so the mighty Bullwood. This was probably only about a kilo of sausage in this one particular batch. Come out. The beauty about this little barbecue setup here is that the fat all goes into a container on the bottom and it doesn't burn. So it's quite a handy bit of kit. Apparently it's quite portable as well, so the chap's telling you. And no, not commission on that one either. Great. So, right, knife skills. Find a nice sharp knife. If you say you've got a rubbish knife at home, it's probably because it's blunt, so it just needs a sharpen. Okay, so cutting off the ends of the fennel, and we're just going to slice it really, really fine. Yeah, one for luck. Okay, so knife on the board, and then you're going to really cut through it with a rocking action. On TV you might see chefs doing this. That just makes a lot of noise when they're chopping. Doesn't really do too much. So just cutting through like this, through to the back of it. It's also really important to watch your fingers all the time. Okay, really. Use a little claw when you're doing it. If your fingers are like this and you're cutting, that's fine. If your fingers are like this and you're cutting, you tend to cut the ends off. They do grow back. It's a little painful at the time, so do be careful. Thank you, and a big round of applause for Doug there for doing that. He's back in the northern corner where he belongs. So, cut through. So, it gives you something a bit different, this coleslaw, rather than just having the usual suspects, your sort of cabbage in there, onion as well. It's actually quite a bit more subtle than that too. So, slicing along like that. And keep going.
Great bit there.
He's still heckling from the front. He's not going to learn. He's not going to learn. Right. So. Okay. Also, the other good thing about these, the Newmans dressings, and I was chatting to Ray, Dr. Barbecue, earlier about them, and some of the marinades aren't actually out in the States. But what they do use to marinate are a lot of the salad dressings. So like the Italian and the French dressings, because they've got a bit of acidity in them, they marinate and soften quite nicely. So in fact, you're trying one of these as a marinade, they do work quite nicely. Okay. I digress. So, out of the way there. Pop that into our bowl. So, and there. Just to show you that I have done some of the work myself, I decided I'd prepare it as I go. So, peeling carrots, very technical, probably most difficultly, so start from the top, work to the bottom. These speed peelers are quite handy. These are only about a couple of pounds compared to the really expensive ones, which are like a 10, 15 pounds. You hate to throw them away when they get blunt. So, quite handy pieces of kit. Right. So, the other handy bit of kit. A grater. So onto here, and just these microplane ones are quite good. Really, really sturdy bits of kit, and just break through, get nice long shards. We'll go with rustic style on here. Also, watch your fingers at this point too. Has anybody used a mandolin before? Those sort of slicing machines there? Yeah. Lovely pieces of kit, but do watch your hands on them. So you can do this on a mandolin to get really nice thin slices. I had a head chef once who managed to the side of the hand wasn't very pleasant. But that's a whole nother story. There's more to that one. But this is a family show. Right. Yeah. So, pop that into the bowl as well. And then the shallots, which I have done in advance, into there too. And there's recipes for this as well that we might have to hand out as well. We've got them there. So there are recipes that we'll hand out at the end. It says a certain amount of ranch dressing, but I would suggest probably about that much. Often known as a chef's splash, something like that. So just pour it in, give it a good mix around. And you can leave this for up to 24 hours. Just to soften down, it needs a bit more dressing. And there we have coleslaw. So it really is that easy. And far nicer, less watery than the bought ones from the supermarket. So coleslaw's done. Prawns will stick on a second, last minute for those. For the boers, you can put a little bit of the, this is a hot, spicy mesquite. So if you like your hot barbecue sauces, this is the way forward. So you put some on the sausage, cook it for a little bit longer if you want to, just to get a little bit of a glaze on the outside, which we might do for a short period of time. But again, not that technical with a salad. Cooked potatoes, cut in half, spring onions, cut on a diagonal. And if you're if you're European, you just say because it looks nice, cutting on an angle. In Thailand, if you cut vegetables on an angle, they believe it follows the line of the chi that runs through the vegetable, so it's the energy lines going through. I think it looks nice. I'm not sure about the whole chi business, but we'll leave it there. Okay. And then just mix together in a suitably sized bowl as well, so it makes life easy for yourself. I know, should have been bigger. Right, then just a little bit of lemon juice, let's go in there. The higher you get it, the more chefy you are. And remember, the aim is to make like that. Okay, so salads are done. Coleslaw's ready to go. So we'll put the meat back in again.
How you get it before chef you are like that.
Okay, so this was a brand new barbecue this morning. We're about to make it extremely messy. Don't tell the guys who lent it to me, okay? It was someone else who did this. So, smoking hot mosquito at the top. Don't have enough hands. And this gives you a nice caramelised look to the outside, just like you might do with sort of ribs or pulled pork. And I don't want it here for long, otherwise it really will burn. And it's not that I just like different coloured chopping boards because I want to be artistic. Apparently you have to have different ones for different types of cooked meats and stuff like that. So that's how it goes. And then the steak as well, we're going to flash fry that as well to give that a little bit more flavour. If you're making sauces to go with this, all these meat juices that have come in, I won't tip it too far, there's loads of meat juices there. Use those in your sauces because they will be fantastic. Okay, same trick again. This one we're using the honey barbecue sauce, slightly sweeter.
Yeah, it's sitting around there.
I see some hungry faces. It'll be about 3 or 4 minutes before I serve it up. There'll probably be a little bit of a stampede. Hopefully in this direction. You're going that way, I know that I failed, so. Right. A get back to that one later. I won't give that to one of my glamorous assistants to wash up. They'd probably leave me. So I think I'll be doing that one. Right, what have we got left? Prawns, and we're pretty much there. Also the tomatoes, last minute to go with the surf and turf too. So